Okay, so the third problem is the following diagram shows triangle ABC. Points D lies on AC so that DB bisects angle ABC. So they give us the length of AB. They tell us BC is represented by X and angle DB is represented by theta, where sine theta is equal to 3/4. The area of the triangle is 3 centimeters squared. Find the value of x in the form of A over B, where A and B are positive integers. So, first of all, they give us area. So again, we have two sides and the angle in between. We're going to use 1/2 A times B times sine of C for area. So here, our area is 3. Our side length is 2 square roots of 7. 7. And the other side is denoted by X. And then sine of C, well, our angle in between is represented by theta plus theta. So theta plus theta, of course, x plus x is 2x, so we treat it just like any other variable. Theta plus theta is 2 theta. Alrighty. So now we have a double angle formula. So we have to change this double angle formula to what it represents. So if you go to your formula sheet, and we're going to look for double angle identities. Let's see if we can find double angle identities. Oh, so here it goes. Well, not cosine, but we're looking at sine. So sine is equal to 2 sine theta cosine theta. So we're going to replace sine 2 theta with 2 sine theta cosine theta. And we're still just going to bring down everything down. Alrighty. So they already tell us sine theta is 3 over 4. So we have 2 times 3 over 4. And we don't have cosine theta. But we do know that if we don't have cosine theta, we can use the Pythagorean identity right here at the top. Cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta is equal to 1. So cosine squared theta plus sine squared theta, which we know sine is 3 over 4, is equal to 1. So 3 over 4 squared is 9 over 16, which is equal to 1. And cosine squared theta. Okay. So we have to subtract 9 over 16 minus 9 over 16 and get rid of 1 minus 9 over 16. Well, convert that to a common denominator. 16 over 16 is 1. So we can change this 1 to 16 over 16 and just subtract the 9 off. Okay, so 9 minus 16 is 7. So cosine squared theta is equal to 7 over 16. And then to get cosine by itself, we have to take the square root. The square root of 7 is just the square root of 7 because we don't know the value. But the square root of 16 is 4. So cosine theta is the square root of 7 over 4. And so we're going to replace that down here. Square root of 7 over 4. And rewrite it. Alrighty. And so we have a lot of matching together. Well, I see the square root of 7 times the square root of 7. 7 times 7 is 49. The square root of 49 is 7. So we have 2. Oops, I'm sorry. I dropped my 1/2. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Let me put my 1/2 up in here. 1/2. Remember the formula had 1/2. So please forgive me. I forgot my 1/2. So now I can cancel this 2 out. And I have 7 times 2 times 3/4 times x times the 1/4 from the 7, which is equal to 3. Alrighty. So 7 times 2, of course, is 14. Times 3 is 2, 1. That's 42. And then 4 times 4 is 16. So you get 42/16 equals 3. Since we have the 42/16, we can reduce that down by 2. So 42 divided by 2 is 21. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And so we have 21/8. And so to get rid of that, we need to multiply both sides by 8/21. Multiply over here, 8/21. And that cancels this out. And so x is equal to 8/21 times 3, which is equal to 8/7. And that is centimeters. Alrighty.